Welcome back to Tibbs Farm Live. Today I'm going to be tackling a bunch of this stuff right in here. And I've had somebody gone mention to me that, the clothes that I wear kind of start getting a little difficult to see back there. So, got something to help you guys see me a little bit. Little fluorescent vest so you can see where I am. And I'd like to start out with greatly appreciate everyone that has subscribed, got me over that 1,000 subscriber threshold. My next goal is 2,000, so out here getting stuff done and bringing you guys along with. So I greatly appreciate if you guys like, comment, and subscribe. So let me get to this. I'm going to take the hat off because I'm going to be getting the ear defenders on. You know what I left up at the house? The chainsaw tool. Chainsaw's already loose, so I'm going to need to go get that. Sorry. Enjoy the scenery. Oh, wow. I got a lot of individuals in here already. Sorry about leaving you out here. I forgot the chainsaw tool. Let's see, who else said hi? Tiger Blood VR. Hi. Deku One for All. What's going on, man? Havona Fisher. Hi. Omar Hussam. Adarsh Gamers. D-Dog 52. Hendy Putra. Alright, so D-Dog. As you can see, this log right here. I'm going to be cutting that up, getting it over to the fire pit. That's the tree that I used the winch on the truck to go and pull across the little pond over here. And I'm also going to get the lawnmower in here and try to clean up all this underbrush stuff. Try to get it kind of looking more like out here. Question is, do we want to go and hit up the chainsaw first? Or just do a little walk around and try getting the lawnmower in there, then coming back and forth? I'll let you guys get a little decision. Oh, I have a it's a hyper tough 20-inch blade from Walmart, actually. I've gone through a lot of blades, but the mower itself, I'm gonna stop talking crap about some of Walmart's stuff because it's holding up to being abused out here in the woods. Yeah, the blades, oh, they are the chintziest of mild steel, and they bend on some of the easiest things. I'm like, really? Country Taco, I hope you have a great day too. All right, you know what? I think I'm just gonna make the executive decision and start mowing with the mower. I will try to get back over here and read some of the comments, but if I don't get to you right away, I apologize in advance. You got a zero turn 23-inch blade? Man. So right now, out here down in the woods, we are getting cleaned up. I am throwing grass down, but I don't know if I'm just ready to take the plunge into buying a zero turn. I would absolutely love to have one, but I think I'm still brush hog territory and trying to open down here up a little more so I can actually get the tractor down here a little bit more efficiently. I heart service Snape. Hi. Hi back to you. All right, I'm getting to work. Found steel cable. And I wonder why my blade keeps getting bent. Huh. I need to get a weed eater. But yes, a weed eater would be much better going against this pond. Oh, I missed one. Cyan Mooney. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, weed eater would definitely work a lot better in this, but I'm working with what I got. So, this is kind of a little bit of a abuse test on the Hyper Tough Lawnmower 20-inch blade. The blade, buy a lot of them if you're going to do this. The mower, I think I paid like $200 for it, so I can't complain all too much there. I'm gonna go clear some of those branches for you guys so you can go and see a little better. Well, I found more steel cable. Unfortunately, this steel cable is wrapped around some roots, so I'm gonna need to get the bolt cutters. I'll just stay away from that area. Here we got these big, thick, parasitic vines. Like to grow up the tree. I've had several trees strangled by these things. Let's see. What's your job besides streaming? Well, recently I actually retired. So, trying to put a lot more effort into my YouTube and try to stay retired. But I was a aircraft mechanic, 20 years. Yeah, so hopefully I can just stay retired and do this. Might end up getting a bunch of sheep and have them help clear out this land and use that to supplement some income. But for right now. So last time I went hunting was 2004. As far as fishing, not really much of a fisherman, but never really had the time to. So, yeah, 2008, I caught a fish when I was in Baghdad. So, I was just going just to, you know, spend a day off, but ended up catching something. It was only like this big. I mean, it's tiny and ugly looking, but it was still a fish, and I'm like, you know what? I'll take that. All right. And it looks like we got 16 viewers. I appreciate every last one of y'all. What state do you live in? So I've never actually said what state I live in on my channel. Nature by Freeze. She's been hanging out here. She is my mom. So, who are you? I am Tibbs from Tibbs Farm. Not Iran. Brother Brandano de Petria. Or are you saying you're from Iran? If so, awesome. Love to see international viewers. I live southeast United States. I don't know how I feel about the state. You know what? Screw it. There's 5 million people that live here. I live in South Carolina. Hi, brother. How are you? Sunil. Oh, I'm going to screw that one up. I'm sorry. Sunil Gouda. I'm doing pretty good. How are you, dude? Okay. All right. Way to go. My analytics actually went and showed that North Carolina actually likes to watch my stuff usually the longest. And what is it? Dhaka, Bangladesh has the worst viewer retention. So maybe it's the language barrier. From Norway. Awesome. My family actually comes from, my mom is, she just got one of those genealogy things done. She's 99.1% Norwegian, 0.9% Finnish. Oh, I think I'm losing some stuff. Sam, hey, my man. What's up? What's going on, Sam? Sam's also from South Carolina. Leave this one in the woods with a small 24-inch TV to watch. Sunil Gouda. I'm a big fan of your work. I like you so much. Awesome. I love to hear that. Sahil, hello from North Korea. I think you might be one of my first North Korea viewers. So that's freaking cool. Go Tika. Go, 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 go. D-Dog, last season I killed a monster deer. Awesome. So my 3rd year out hunting, I was what? Just turned 14. Got a 12 point up in the Appalachian Mountains up in western Pennsylvania. Keep only Amish types of Christians or monastics, but her the rest at the end of the days, more souls will be saved when they pay off Kuwait. Oh, here's one. It's written in, it's either Arabic or Farsi. I'm not sure, but hi. Brazil. Man, I'm getting a lot of international viewers. The same guy with the language I'm not able to read. I'm doing pretty well. Sahil is Indian. He ain't from North Korea. Internet is banned in North Korea. That's what I thought. But if somebody says that they're from North Korea, I will take them at that and say, thanks. D-Dog, biggest deer I killed was a broad 11 point. All right, so that 12 point I got, he was old and a fighter. And the year before I harvested him, there was a 16 point out in them woods. And that 16 point hasn't been seen anymore. So I think he was past his prime. I think he used to be a 16 point. Light stopper, pick one. O or X. Let's go with O. I don't know. You're a hard worker, sir. I try to be a hard worker. Oh, I'm glad you guys went and see. John Cena is actually hanging out here. I used a for that 12 point, I used a I want to say it was a Marlin 3030. My 16th birthday, I went and got a Savage Model 111 270 and got a monster doe with that. All right, yeah. But I got to get back to work. Appreciate everyone here, and I hope you enjoy the work. And do you guys need me to bring the camera up a little closer? Okay. My dad likes to use a 243. Now he's getting a little bit more up there in age. He's still relatively young, but he doesn't like the kick of that .6 anymore. All right, everyone's saying move up closer. That better? Do we want to get these logs out of the way? Get the logs out of the way? Use the chainsaw to get that, or move the camera closer? Or that's good right there? Cut the logs, got it. Yes, I have seen some snakes out here. So far, all the snakes that I have seen, they've all been non-venomous. So that's a nice thing. And whenever I do find non-venomous snakes, I try to just relocate them somewhere else, because the more non-venomous I have, the harder it is for the venomous to really get a foothold, so to say. Because especially like the black and the blue racers, they like scaring off, and they're very territorial, so they'll scare off the venomous snakes. I do have some of the red and yellow belly water snakes that I do sometimes mistake for water moccasins. But I try to get better at identifying those, because they share the exact same habitat and food resources. So I would much rather have nothing but yellow belly water snakes out here than having one water moccasin. But you guys want me to get rid of the logs, so let's take care of that. As you see, the chain needs tightened. And for anyone wondering, I'm using the Echo Timberwolf CS 590. Oh, wrong way. And if anyone's interested in how to start this, make sure you turn this on switch on. I have messed that up so many times. Pull the choke all the way out, hit the decompression button, and then when you hear that first pop, push the choke in halfway. And now I can get my chain out of here. All right, let's see. How we doing? Oh, we got more comments. BG369 said hi. I say hi back. E550. Because it is a Chinese brand, sir. It's usable. Yep. That Echo's cut down quite a few trees down out here, so it's definitely usable. I think I need to go get some water. It is very humid out today. All right, I'm back. Just like to say, bought this with my own money. Got it at Target. I don't know if you can see OWALA. Never heard of the brand before, but it's got a little straw right here, or open mouth, so you can get a sip or get a big gulp. Pretty freaking neat. Unfortunately, I think I need to mark it with like blaze orange so I don't lose it out here. I've done that a couple times. And let's see, how's the oh man, you guys are Slava Matviek. How's it going? Sean, can you do the road blocking cut where the tree falls in its own stump girdle? No, I can't. I'm not even gonna try to go and say, yeah, I probably can. Nope. I've seen them. They're cool. I think it's a lot of show and a lot more effort than it's worth. But I'm not a professional, so if the professionals are doing it, maybe there is something to it. I don't know. It does look really cool, though. Oh, you're cutting grass, not trees. Yes. Although I do have this tree right here that needs to get cut down. But for the most part, I'm just trying to clear out this area right here. Not necessarily all the trees, some of the little ones, but trying to get more grass growing. Wayne Freeze, peaceful, and also said hi. Amin Wadani, hello everyone here, and I'm sorry, I probably butchered that name. Oh, for right now, the wood just got tossed right here. Eventually, here, I'll show you where we're gonna end up doing with this. So, if you follow me up here, we got a little burn pit right there. So, let me get a view so that you can see, hopefully, the burn pit and where I'm working. All right, so here's the burn pit. And let's see. There's the lawnmower right there. Yeah, hopefully we can go and get this wood getting burnt later today. Makes it easier to progress onto more area to clear out for tomorrow, weather permitting. All right, let's see. Is that a good spot for you guys? That looks all right. Let's see. Get back to work on your fire, or you're fired. Yes, sir. Joey the Roach. The jungles in the Caribbean look the same as that. The sun never touches the ground, so you don't never get grass. Double canopy trees. Yes, and that was actually one of the issues that I was having was, if we look up, you can see the main canopy up there. But then if you look out where I haven't cleared, there's like just canopy the entire way down to about head height. Down in here, I've been cutting all the trees out and leaving just the big tall ones with the main canopy. Because I do want to go and have some shade down in here. I don't want it as dark as it was. But like, here's some of the trees that right here. As you see, its canopy stops about here. And then, let's see, this tree right here, as you see, it has this branch right here, but then another canopy up there. So I think that's kind of what Joey the Roach was talking about, double canopy, and I kind of have a triple canopy in some areas, sometimes more. Let's see, Rod Berganti, hello. Sam, have you seen any animals in the forest? Yes, we have deer through here all the time. In fact, 2 years ago, had a mama doe drop twins, and about a month and a half later, oh no, about the time that her twins lost their spots, she adopted another little fawn that was still in spots. So for a while, I actually had a mama and 3 babies out here. One of those babies did turn into a button buck last year, but they moved a couple acres that way, and I've only seen 2 of them this year down there. But yeah, have seen animals out here. Have seen a red fox out here, raccoons all the time. We got 2 pair of cardinals that come through here quite frequently. Let's see, D-Dog. Wait, so the area that is open and no brush, you had to clear all that out? Yeah, over the past just over a month, cleared all this out. In fact, when Nature by Freeze first came out here, she had absolutely no idea I had a shed right here because of how thick the land was down here. Joey the Roach, where are you located? I'm just curious. So I did say earlier that I am in South Carolina. This is the first time on my channel that I've said the state. So, Metro QUYT, what state do you live in? I believe I just answered that. D-Dog actually answered that. Brooks Nelly. Yep, little rooster picture. Yep, I do have chickens out here. View message. Roast. Woody Harrelson looking ass. You know what? I'll let that show. Another moderator just... Okay, whatever. Polly-ish. Hi. How's it going? Barack Snelly. Sanley. Nice. Roast. It's true. You know what? I've been called way worse than Woody Harrelson looking motherfuckers, so I'll take it. He's not that horrible of looking dude. Not offensively saying it. You know, I didn't take offense to it. Polly-ish. Fresh air in the trees. Yes. And clearing all that undergrowth out. I'm starting to get a breeze down in this area. Not as much as I wish because it's very humid here, but it's much better than if I were to walk 100 yards that way. There's no breeze over there. I will try to be live tomorrow. Again, weather permitting. This is South Carolina, so for all I know, it might start raining here in the next 5 minutes. Yes, summer is starting to get hot and humid. Very humid. But I'm gonna cut up this log right here and then get back to lawn mowing. Let me get my PPE back on. up in here. Oh no, I didn't turn back to me. Sorry about that, guys. D-Dog, message retracted. Bye. All right, well, it was nice having you here, D-Dog. Maxwell says hi. Hello, Maxwell. Superman's son. Hi. Welcome to the chat, and or welcome to, you know, clearing brush with a chainsaw and a hyper tough lawnmower. And yeah, that's still pretty good. Well, I found more metal in the ground. Fortunately, the blade did not bend. Cut faster, please. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get a push brush hog to cut faster. I'm sorry, Aaron Stotzenberg. I wish I could cut faster. And I also wish that I could get the tractor's brush hog up in here. It's just too congested. But I'm trying to fix that. Gonna be cutting a couple of these smaller trees out. think this has become a video of what not to do with your lawnmower. Let's see. Am I out of screen again? Yeah. Yeah. Get out of screen. Here, let's move you guys. All right. Let me cut this whole tree down. It's hot and humid. I think I need to go take a little bit of a break. GW. Yeah, it is getting hot. Very hot, very humid. Here's a PSA. If you are doing work like this, take care, take breaks, don't overheat. Yeah, it's very hot. I'm not as young as I used to be. Poured a bunch of cool water, cool, not cold, cool, on my head. Feeling a little better. Gonna need to get the chainsaw out and cut some of these little trees out. I got one tree here. Dead one. Right here. That Nature by Freeze suggests, because she's seen the other side of it, you guys haven't yet, but suggests turning into like a little fairy house. Oh no. I'll see this. I think at the range of what Nature by Freeze suggested, scooping some of this dead stuff out, possibly painting up them nice and dark, and then cutting down like this and making it look like a little fairy house, like cartoons or something. What do you guys think? Yay? Nay? You think I should just completely get rid of it, get rid of that stump, or make something a little special for the kiddos when they get a little older? That is as far down here as you guys can. Let's see. Sorry about the connection issues. I am on Wi-Fi. Wireless network out here is very hit or miss, so I have to be on Wi-Fi. But the Wi-Fi only goes so far, and that is with the extender. So hopefully you guys were able to see the Bigfoot behind me. Yeah, probably. Hopefully you guys were able to see the other side of this. It's rooted out in the middle of it from the other side. And Nature by Freeze, seeing it, said that I should make it into like a fairy house for when the kiddos get older. Something special. Is that Freddie T saying Bigfoot's behind me? Yeah, well, someone in tree. Colonel Lloyd. Oh. Ziggy car crash. How many squats I gotta do to get that triple layer cake ass? So I did convert my barn into a little gym. And as far as squats, I don't really have a bar to go with my squat rack. So that's not squats per se, like, you know, regular barbell squats. That's a lot of reverse lunges and the Bulgarian split squats. I hate those, absolutely hate those things. I do dumbbell sumo squats. But honestly, I think the biggest improvement was actually using the cable machine on the ankles and doing the cable adductors and abductors, and then the oh, whatever these things are called, where you have the cable attached to your foot, and then you do that one. But I haven't hit the gym in probably about 3 months now. I do need to start getting back into the gym. But been doing so much yard work that I just get too exhausted to hit the gym. I don't know. Maybe I'm making excuses. Maybe dragging logs is enough of a workout. I don't know. But thank you, Ziggy, for noticing. I don't think it's quite a Kardashian cake, but you know what? I'll take it. Oh, I think I'm gonna leave the chainsaw on for another day. I think I'm gonna just take you guys up to the fire pit and just start a fire. What do you guys say about that? So, chainsaw or fire? Hello from Russia. What is it? Sratsvoitsia. I hope I said that right. Unfortunately, not good with Russian Cyrillic, so I'm not even gonna try to say your name. And then Vishal Rathod, Roith or Messi. I don't know what that is. And Russia. Hi. Yep. Um, yeah. I believe the informal would have been Privet. I believe I'm a lot better on that one than the formal. Imtiaz Shayak. Hello, I'm from India. Hello from America. Uh, Ziggy car crash. You're the one that's behind me? You're Bigfoot? Dang. You camouflaged? Because I don't see you. Which is why I actually have this, so that you guys can see me whenever I'm out and about. Vishal Rahith, football player. So I played American football in school, but once I left school, I don't really pay attention to sports. Sorry. Good dear, where are you now? What are you doing? So I am in South Carolina, and kind of debating if I want to get a chainsaw out and cut some of these little trees, or if I want to go just start a fire. Deer Hunter CT State Land, blessings upon you like a sweet reggae rhythm, ever flowing and true. May your path be smooth like a cool river stone, and your heart always full like a drum's deep tone. I appreciate that, and getting out here and starting to take care of my woods, it's a a lot of work, but it like helps heal the soul, if you understand. And it's nice to look at. And the birds are chirping more. It's just nice. Z car crash. I'm not gonna say that. Sorry. It is in the chat. So you know, if that's your thing, I'm happy for you, man. Imtiaz, what you name, you are a good person. I am Tibbs from Tibbs Farm. I try. I try to have a good heart. Sometimes life and society try to bring you down. But I think getting out here in the woods and trying to go and clean it up and get back to a slower lifestyle really helps heal the heart. Figuratively and literally. What was it? 3 years ago, I had to get 2 separate heart surgeries. I had SVT, or supraventricular tachycardia. So basically, the doctor had to, what I like to say, shove jumper cables up through my femoral veins, work its way up to my heart, and burn part of my heart so that my heart wouldn't try doing 300 beats a minute. So still got to keep that heart healthy. The only way to do that is getting out and working. How much children do I have? I'm going to refrain from answering that. That is personal. When they become 18 and they choose, if they choose to come onto my show, at that point I will go and announce them and say how many I have. But as far as my kids aren't on my show, so I do have at least a child, but that's as much info as I'm going to give. Ziggy. Oh, Ziggy. Oh, and I'm missing some. Yes, this is mine. I have 7.5 acres. My neighbor, he's unfortunately, with the years that he had in his particular career industry and just doing what he did, worked himself into disability. So I take care of his land too. He's got 13.9 acres. He helps me out quite a bit also. So collectively, the homestead is there's approximately 23 acres between 4 different properties here that for the most part I manage, but I do get help from 2 neighbors who is part of the greater homestead here. But as far as where we are right now, this is part of my property. Isaiah said hi. Hey bro, where are you from? I'm born and raised in Hawaii. So from I'm just gonna say where I'm at. I'm in South Carolina. Ziggy, it's not necessarily creepy questions, because there are YouTubers out there that do have their minor children on their show. I'm not one of them. So it's personal to everyone. So I don't necessarily think it's necessarily creepy. If he would have continued on and pushing the issue, that's where it would have started getting creepy. But just asking how many, I don't necessarily think that's creepy. Oh, I'm gonna take a knee and bring you guys a little lower. Jericho, I heard you had problems with the Irish back in the day. What happened there? I never had issues with the Irish. I've got a farm, but do I have a donkey? It's not a farm without a donkey. They're like horses, but less stuck up. Well, then I guess I don't have a farm, because I don't have a donkey. Toombs, you remind me of Bill Murray. Oh, Bill Murray actually does live relatively close. I mean, when I say relatively close, that's within 2-hour drive. So, no, Imtaz, I didn't have any questions with, or I didn't have any problems with your questions. Just, it was another commenter said that they kind of had issues. I didn't. I think the way you went about it was perfectly acceptable. Andre Dudley, clean around a couple trees. They are big, healthy for sale. Just make the root show around the trunk of the tree, make them stronger in the windstorms. Yes, and that's some of what I've been trying to do is clean it up, because I've had a lot of trees fall over the past couple of years, and some of it is because the smaller trees get in there and start, when they are pushing their roots, kind of disturb the dirt and make the bigger ones more susceptible to falling over. Have any chance to meet us? I'm staying in Dubai. The closest I've ever been to Dubai was probably about 3 hours away. That was back in 2014. Legally, I've never been there, so I won't talk about that. But I have physically been to the United Arab Emirates. Andre Dudley, me too. It's the only. Yes. It really does help make the soil better too, cleaning up some of this stuff. Here, let me back up a little bit. Oh. Ooh. What you like in food? I think the list would be shorter if I say what I don't like. I despise beets. Absolutely despise beets. I don't really care for potato salads. Most macaroni salads I don't like. I don't like coleslaw. Let's see. Beyond that, I don't really think there's been many foods. Obviously, if it's not prepared correctly, that's not good. Like, I've had a lot of liver that did not like, but I have had liver that I did like. So the way food is cooked does play a huge part in the way it tastes. I prefer beef over camel. I have had camel. It was a bit gamey. Again, I don't think it was cooked correctly, or at least optimally. Duck, amazing. YM, yeah, so, question mark. Yeah, so, Tibbs in just coming. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna head to lunch. Hey man, you do you. Get that grub. Ostrich is amazing. Yes, Chewy Vanderbilt. Ostrich is amazing. There's something behind me. Okay, so you are like the 7th person that said that. So unfortunately, I'm at the extent of where my Wi-Fi can go, but I'm assuming you guys are talking about this thing right here. That is a root ball of a tree. I will try to get you to see it, but I may. There we go. All right, so did lose internet for a little bit, but yeah, that is a root ball from a tree that fell about 3 years ago. And if we pan over this tree right here that is over the pond, that is the tree that root ball is connected to. Yeah, so that root ball right there behind this tree connects to a tree that's growing over here. So even though it fell down 3 years ago, the tree is still alive. Nice big oak. At some point I will cut it out and then drag the logs up to the sawmill and make some lumber with that. But until I'm ready to mill it, I'm not going to cut that tree. Oh, turn the tree, or turn to the lake a little bit. Is that a little better? That sun's ridiculous. Here, I'm gonna back you guys up so you can get a better view, possibly, hopefully, and so I can get back in the shade. Let's see. There you go. Is that better? The weed guy. So, I guess with wanting to see the pond, whenever I do swap over to lighting the fire, I'm assuming you probably want to go and have the camera at an angle that you can see the pond and the fire going at the same time. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see that. There is a snake. Oh, I can't see it in the camera. There's a snake somewhere in here. Here, let me spin you around. Let me find it in the camera. Y'all see the snake? So yeah, there are snakes out here. I'm hoping it's just a water snake and not a water moccasin. And I'll keep an eye on it. Yes, the snake is in the water. And it looks like it might be trying to get out of the water. Possibly. And I may have lost it. Went up underneath the bank over there. Well, oh well. Let's turn you back around to me. Most of the ones down in this and into are red belly or yellow belly water snakes. I have had one water moccasin, but most of the water snakes that I do get down here, they are non-venomous. They are not the water moccasins. They are just water snakes, whether it's the red belly or the yellow belly. As far as venomous, the most common venomous out here on my property is copperheads. But that's obviously not a copperhead. It is some type of water snake, whether a water moccasin or the other two that I talked about. If it's just a regular water snake, I'll let it be. It's not venomous. It'll put pressure on the water moccasins to keep them out of here. I also have a bunch of rat snakes or corn snakes or whatever you want to call them. And every so often I'll have blue and black racers. Those are cool. Nice beard. That's Chase Bra. Hell yeah, appreciate it, man. I try to go and keep it cleaned up. I didn't use the hot comb on it today, but I do like to use the hot comb to get the tangles out and to clean it up, and then try to go and keep it shaped nicely. Tombs. I not been in a place they wild. I wouldn't be so chill. Oh, it's not that bad. Actually, I do have a YouTube short of me with a little rat snake. Unfortunately, it was found a little too close to the chickens, so I had to take it. Took it about 300 yards or what, 270-ish meters away, and put it back in the woods because it was just a rat snake. Like, wasn't hurting me. The weed guy. Sorry, I'm back. No problems, dude. All right. Well, I think I'm done working. I'm going to take the camera over to the fire pit and start getting a little fire going. Try to burn up this wood that I went and got out. Sturpy. Hi. So let's relocate. And I will keep you guys in mind and try to keep that pond in the background whenever we get set up for this fire. Let's see. I'm gonna have to shrink that leg down some. Nope, I need to extend that leg some. All right, so it's not the greatest view of the water, but the water is still back there, and here's the fire pit. First things I gotta do is I gotta clean it out some. So we had a lot of rain yesterday, but the weather was a little bipolar, and it would rain real hard for like 30 minutes. Then we'd get blue skies for about 10 minutes. And you'd be like, oh yeah, let's go do some work. And as soon as you'd go and throw your boots on to head outside, it'd start raining real hard again. You're like, and it was just like that off and on all day yesterday. Now, one of the things that I have learned out here when I have wet ground like this is if I go and layer if I put down a layer of dry to semi-dry wood and then build the fire on top of that, it goes so much better. So, as you can hear, a lot of this stuff is still dry, even though it got rained on yesterday. No, I'm not burying a body. If I was, I wouldn't be dumb enough to go and video it. Not saying I would. How well can you guys see it? You know what? I'm gonna bring you guys in much closer. I'll bring it back out farther so you can see the pond after the fire's going. So, there we go. So I got my little base to keep my baby fire up off the wet ground. And right now I'm just gonna get a bunch of tiny little sticks to start as my starting kindling. You know, I have a small propane torch. And instead of trying to do the bushcraft thing of rub two sticks together, I'm gonna cheat whenever it comes time to actually put fire to this. I'm gonna use that propane torch because I have it. The biggest thing is definitely want to get yourself enough small stuff that will light. You know, unfortunately, the chat's a little too far away for me to read.
Alright, so I got some gunk down in there, so I gotta clean it out. like got wild dogs running about. These dogs getting close. Yeah, they're definitely on. Oh, I see them. They're on my property. Hey! Get! Ooh, all right, let me go and check the. Burn, baby, burn. Jamie Cunningham, yeah. Whereas marshmallows, they're still inside. The fire's still itty bitty. But we do have marshmallows. Ms. Hot Mammy. Mmm. And then some in chat chatting. JDD, yeah. Responded to Jamie Cunningham. Of course the smoke wants to come right at me. Don't start a forest fire. Oh, I've had a fire here almost every day for the past month. Not starting a forest fire. The ground is very wet. We are not at risk of fire. Call Smokey the Bear. Well, Smokey went and said only I can put out forest fires, so I'm keeping an eye on it. Yatharth Devane says hi. Toombs, I heard ash is good for the soil, minerals, and that I think. Yes. So the term potash actually is where we get the name potassium. You can actually, get that white ash out of your fireplace if you have a fireplace, but fire out here is going to actually have more minerals, because when you're with your fireplace, you're putting stuff like this in there. Well, you're putting something this size in there, whereas out here we're getting all these little things too, and you actually have a lot more of the minerals basically free floating up in this area. So yes, ash is good for the soil. It's one of the reasons why after a controlled burn or a small forest fire, not one of them super hot incinerate the ground type that California gets, because they don't let anything do the natural thing and burn every so often. They try to prevent every single fire ever. But when you have the smaller, the yearly fires come through a place, you'll see that growth comes back so fast, so gorgeous, because of all the minerals getting put back into the ground. In fact, down in this area, some of our pine trees that we have, they will sprout like a really weird grass, and they'll stay like that for years. It's literally waiting on fire to come and basically activate it to become a tree. Without fire, we don't get those pine trees regrowing. There we go. You know, rescinded his. And then we got a Cyrillic name. Said hi, hello. We had a Russian in here earlier, but some of those letters don't look Russian. The very last H doesn't look Russian. Bebop. Yes, but building a fire near to a tree will damage the roots. Oh, if you're worried about this tree right here, that tree's already dead. So it's not going to kill it anymore. Eventually, I will need to eventually cut that thing down, but that tree's already dead, so we don't have to worry about that. But yes, you are right. Having fire too close and too often and too hot can damage the roots and can harm or kill a tree. Stupid thorny things. Let's see, how's the battery on the phone doing? 35? All right. Oh yeah, Bebop. Nah, I wasn't worried about you. You're cool. All right, I appreciate that, but I mean, it's still good, good info to go and put out there. Um, so I'm, no offense. Um, so yeah, uh, thanks for the input. But my phone is starting to get low, so I need to go get an extension cord and a phone charger. And in the meantime, I'll let y'all hopefully watch this get a little bit bigger. Sorry about jostling the camera. Just trying to set you guys up in a better location. And there we go. Let's see. Here you can kind of see the pond in the background over here. Fire from Garrett Outdoors. Yep. Need to go and get it a little bigger though. Oh, we got a message that was held. Sorry, John Doe, I'm hiding your message. GA Marshall Show. Can that fire damage the tree roots? No, it can't. And yeah, this fire, it's too small and it's too far away from the tree roots. So you are right. Let's see. There you go. Close enough I can see the text, kind of. At least see when there's new text. And you guys can still see the fire. So one of the things that I have learned out here doing these little burns and cleaning around the pond is the difference between relaxation and soothing. The water like relaxes the soul. Fire, for whatever reason, soothes the soul. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm weird. I don't know. Being here with this fire, it's just time to slow down and enjoy what's in front of you. These are Edinam Kofi. Eyes are watching. Yeah, I'm not sure if I understand what that means, bud, but thanks for the comment. How's that chat looking? I got s'mores. I got marshmallows in the house. Mabhav Singh. Hello. Sorry for butchering your name. The Deadly Squid, R2D2. These are not the droids you're looking for. DEIU 9999. Nice. Indeed. R2. Wait. Oh, I read that wrong. Sorry, I got a little bit of dyslexia. Red Dead Redemption 2. You know, I approve. African Crispy, you look like an actor. I can't think of his band. Huh. Name. That makes more sense. Jakarta, hello. Pamela Hernandez looks very peaceful. It is very peaceful. Jakarta, I'm from Indonesia. Well, thank you from here, joining from Indonesia. MMM Bruno, hi sir. Hi sir to you. Apparently you are the god of Jijo and have an army of... Okay. Well, I'm happy for you. These little no-see-ums are driving me insane. Oh, what time is it? Oh, it's not too bad. Let me go get some more logs to throw on there and get back to Red Dead Redemption IRL. Bruno, in my language, is a double meaning joke. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You know, that's the one downside to languages is when they get translated, there's a lot of times puns just get lost. And kind of wish we had a universal language that everyone was able to go and get the puns and jokes and whatnot. But I mean, thanks for commenting anyway. Um, man, kind of wish I like jokes too. Man, let's see. Dan Walsh, what's up, Tibbs? Walsh Farms 68 says hello from Montana. Well, from South Carolina, hello. Yes, the bird singing and the rooster, definitely, definitely relaxing. And then I don't know if you guys can hear the crickets chirping a little bit. Every so often you hear frogs. I don't know if it's coming across on the phone or not. Trouble 556S. Go mess with my music I rap. I can go and take a look at it. Rap's not really my genre, but I can go and look at it later. I'm gonna get back to my Red Dead Redemption IRL. Sturpy. I believe I already said hi, but if I forgot to say hi to you, hi. Oh no, it looks like we got storms rolling in. Oh. Well, we weren't supposed to have rain today, but as we like to say here in South Carolina, if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes. It'll probably change. We got storm clouds rolling in from the west side. Give it about another 5 minutes and you might start hearing thunder. There's the rain. Alright, so it's starting to rain. I'm going to go put the tools up. After I put the tools up, I will end this live stream. So enjoy the fire and the sounds of the rain while it lasts. Red Dead Redemption 3. Oh yeah, IRL. Renee Wagner. Hi. Sorry, it's gonna be getting cut short. We got rain. So, I hope everyone enjoyed. I will try to do this tomorrow, weather permitting. Obviously, if it rain like this, I'm not gonna be able to continue on. Sorry, but as always, have a great day.